Okay, so every choice has a cause and effect to it, okay? Every option, so now it's kind of like, see how he's kind of like holding these two pentacles with his hand. So it's kind of like weighing options here. So the lesson that needs to be learned is that when you choose something, when you decide on something, your choice, you have to make sure that it's for the greater good of yourself and also the greater good of others, because judgment is real and karma is real. So if you do good, and good things will happen. If you do bad, bad things will happen. Okay, so that's life, guys. It's not up to us who gets their karma, nor are we able to dish it out. That's something that the universe handles. If we dish out karma, best believe it's going to come back on us. So keep that in mind, guys. So that would be the karmic, and then also the karma level of when you're actually with your soulmate is that you will realize that you will be able to make the best choices for your greater good and the greater good of others, because throughout this like process and this experience that we go through, we learn, we grow, we learn. With every event, every person, we learn and we grow. Okay. All right, so the next one is going to be thorns. So these are going to be actually obstacles of what is keeping you two apart, or if you're with your soulmate, this is something that needs to get like brushed up on. But this is the obstacles that need to be overcome. Okay, so this is the Queen of Cups. Cups represent relationships, emotions, and feelings. This is Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Okay, the Queens of Cups, I really love the Queens. The reason being is that they are specific. They're direct in something. There's a direct point. She's really good at one thing, and when she's not, it's really bad. So I love that about that. They're very direct. So the Queen of Cups, like I said, cups are relationships, so it's emotions, feelings, and relationships. So the actual Queen would be, okay, so the Queens are the feminine part to the Kings. I think we all know that. But like I said, there's areas, or like each of the Queens has their own certain aspect to them, and it's related to practical intelligence. So it's the intellect of serving for a true purpose. Okay, so the Queen of Cups is love and health. So she cares for others. She can be shy or reserved. Her intuitions are guided by love, a situation, romance, family, life, and health. Okay, so when she's not at her high polarity or lower polarity, she's a rival. She could have health issues, depression, overwhelming situations. So the Queen of Cups, if you can imagine a queen that is very cold, like she's just like, nope, I'm not dealing with this. I don't care about how people feel. Her knife cuts deep. Okay, so she slices the head off of the feelings and the emotions and the relationships when she's at her lower polarity. Okay, so this card represents in a higher polarity that she's loving. She's the Queen of Love. Okay, she cares. She's, her intuitions are all from love. It's not coming from anywhere else. So the actual thorn in this would be that, you guys, you or your soulmate went through a lot, and it turned somebody cold. Okay, it cut somebody's emotions and feelings off, so they don't want to feel, and they don't want to have any emotions and anything. So they go through life without, like with this armor on and the windows shut and this wall built, and they're cold. Okay, so because they don't have anything warming up their soul, so they're really cold-hearted, and this is what happens as a result of us being hurt. And it happens to everybody, guys. And it's just cliche, and I know it's easier said than done, but we go through things in our life for reasons. It's not God up with a magnifying glass torturing us. That's not what's happening here, guys. With every relationship, whether it be friendship or love or a business relationship, whatever it is, we grow and we learn from that. Okay, that is what we're meant to do. That's why we're here. And the reason why we have to learn and grow is so that we can raise our frequency and go back and being at our core being, our core level of who we really are and who we were always meant to be, so we can ascend, guys. That's why death is inevitable. Okay, so it's your choice whether to go through this life with all this armor on, and it's heavy, and it's hard to carry, and you're not feeling anything, or you're just like a robot. So what's the point? You have to feel, you guys. You have to go through things, and it does suck, and it does hurt, and people are going to betray you, and all, like, I could just keep going on for days and days. Okay, the whole thing is get it up, get it out of you, and heal from it. And then you're to start learning that there was actually a lesson that was supposed to be taught here, for your greater good and your soul's contract to actually get you to where you need to be. Okay, it's not for fun. Everything has a bigger purpose, guys. You guys are watching this. You have to believe that there is something bigger than us, and that's exactly what this is. But you cannot go through life without feeling. You guys, we're humans. We're not robots. The reason why we're humans is because we can feel. So you have to feel. Okay, your soulmate too. So somebody is really cold here. Somebody doesn't want to feel anything. They're just going through life in Antarctica, basically, all alone. And that doesn't make any sense. You have to live. That's why we're here. You know, so just keep that in mind, guys. Hugs. Something might have really got you to this betrayal. You know, like people betray you so many times, you just want to quit. But you can't quit, guys. You can't. You're almost there. Like, we're adults now. I can understand like why we put that armor on and close the windows and we build that wall to protect ourselves when we were younger, but we're adults now. We can protect ourselves. Take that armor off, break down that wall, and open up those windows, guys. Okay? You have to feel. You have to. It's our soul. That's your soul. Okay, so the next one is going to be the divine. Okay, so the opposite of this, like if you are not with your soulmate yet, and the lesson that needs to be learned is, or taught, I should say, sorry, is, so the divine would be seeing things as God sees them. Okay, the influence would be seeing things through a lens. Okay, so when people see things through our lens, it is misguided, it is misdirected, it's biased, it's judgmental, it's not, there's not all the facts there. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we're either taught this or we're shown this, and it's just the way that we think that it's supposed to be. Okay, I get it, because, you know, if you were never how can I put this? If you never took music lessons, you wouldn't know how to play the piano. Okay, it would look like nothing. It would look like it's just a piano to you. But somebody else, they look at it and they just know how to play. Okay, so that would be God. Okay, so God is all accepting. There's no like discrimination, there's no bias, there's no nothing. It's just open. Like he accepts everybody for who they are and what they are and who they decide to be. Okay, so there's no tainting, it's not tainted. Okay, it's just purity. So this card would be the Three of Pentacles. This is another earth sign, guys. So this would be Capricorn, Pisces, and Taurus. Oh, no. This is Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Sorry, guys. I don't know why I said that. Maybe that's your soulmate. I don't know. Something made me say that. Okay, so yeah, Pentacles are earth signs. So it's our material, physical world. Threes are basically like if you can think of like multiplication. Okay, so threes are like creating, connecting, nurturing, abundance, a triangle, or like the Trinity. Okay, there's three parts to it. Okay, so it's deeper than just a two. So twos are like pairs, threes are like a combination. And this is where in the tree of life that we start, this is where the heartbreak really starts to happen. Okay, so there could be a man and a woman, but without a man, a woman, and love, then it's going to be heartbreaking. If it's not man, woman, and spirit, there's going to be no faith. If it's not, you see what I'm saying? There's something here that needs to be here with the twos. Okay, so if you don't have this third aspect of this, then that's when the heartbreak starts. That's when the heartbreak happens, because you don't have the third like divinity of the actual relationship or the connection that you're in. Okay, like for instance, I'm going to show you guys something. This makes perfect sense because I like to use this. And threes are actually the card of Gemini too. I want to let you guys know that. So start changing your perception on things. People think it's duality because of the twins. No, it's way deeper than that. So if the actual Lovers card in the Major Arcana represents the Gemini, and it goes into depth of how it's not just two people, there has to be a third entity there somehow, some way, whether it's love, spirit, faith, there has to be something else there, otherwise it will cause heartbreak. If there's a pair and they don't have the third aspect of it, it's heartbreak because you're not full. Okay, so this is a perfect example. This is the yin and the yang. Okay, now the yin and the yang, they're two opposites, but together they're perfect for one another because they just flow together, okay? Now, the yin and yang can exist, but they cannot exist together like without that circle. So this isn't just the yin and yang, guys. This is the yin, the yang, and the circle, okay? So it would be like moon, sun, earth. See what I'm saying? So the moon and the sun can exist, but without earth, it really wouldn't be nothing. So that's what I'm trying to say. There's got to be a third divinity there in order to make that two partnership be full, okay? So this is where the heartbreak starts in the tree of life, okay? So, and a lot of people get stuck here from the 3 to the 4 because they don't, right after this happens, this heartbreak happens, they shut down and they go into their cave and they keep their armor on, they keep those windows shut, and they built up that wall so they can't get out, nobody can get in, there's no fresh air coming in, there's no feeling. So people get stuck here and they never ascend. They don't ascend, they just stay there. We can't do that, guys. I'm sorry, I don't know about you, but this is my last trip here. This world is too much full of pain and just, I don't know. I'm not gonna get into that. But anyways, this is the 3 of Pentacles, okay? So this is gonna be the divine compared to the influence, okay? So 3s, creating, connecting, nurturing. This card is the Empress. It is from Venus. This card represents Gemini. And then also the Pentacles are signs, like I said, so that would be Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So the 3 of Pentacles is like tools, crafting, apprenticeship, teamwork, collaboration. Okay, so this is in reverse. Okay, so this means that you guys are not, or your soulmate is not open to letting anybody in. Okay, there's no teamwork here. Like I said, you guys are just shut down, or they're shut down. They're not allowing the actual third entity or divinity into their lives, because they were probably hurt. You guys were probably hurt. I mean, this happens to everybody. So you just have to flip this around, guys, okay? You have to have collaboration with people. You have to have, like, you're not the only human here, and there's a reason for that. There's a reason why we have emotions. There's a reason why we go through what we go through. There's a reason why, guys. There's always a bigger purpose. You just have to believe in it. And that's what I think is missing here. The faith in it, the belief in it. Like, no, I don't have to go through that. No, you don't have to. That's your free will. That's what God gave us. That's your free will. But why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want to get better? Why wouldn't you want to grow? Why wouldn't you want to ascend? Why wouldn't you want to experience love? Why wouldn't you want to find your soulmate? Why wouldn't you want to live? See what I'm saying, guys? So flip that around. Flip that around. It only takes one little thing to be grateful for every single day to turn it all around, guys. So yeah, this is basically you have to open up and believe in that third entity to actually make you feel full. And then your relationships with people, whether it's a love relationship or a friend relationship or anything, your job, your career, anything, with that third entity there, you'll feel complete. Okay, you won't feel like alone anymore, or not alone, or you won't feel closed off anymore, or you'll feel like there's no point. You will know that there's a point. Okay, so the next one card is going to be Destiny. Okay, so Destiny, this is the 2 of Cups. So Cups represents feelings, emotions, and relationships. I'm not surprised that you guys got this at all because of the way that this is going. Okay, look at 2, 3, 2. Oh boy, Cancer, you guys are tough. So this Destiny card is basically like not growing. Okay, what I just covered, what I just said. Like, I'm not surprised you guys got this at all. So this is the 2 of Cups. It's a partnership, and it's 2 people sharing a cup of love. They're equally giving and taking here. Okay, so one isn't taking more than the other, or one isn't giving more than the other. They're equally sharing this cup, and the cup is full of emotions. And if you're closed off and you have all this armor on, and my cat's gonna fall just like really high. Oh, she's so goofy. If you guys are closed off and you have all this armor on and you have these windows shut, how are you giving back that person the equal amount of the emotion or the love or whatever back to them? You can't possibly be able to do that because you're not letting yourself even experience it. You're not even filling your cup up with it. How could you do that? So this is it. So you can't expect a soulmate if there's no growth. Okay, you can't expect to ascend if there's no growth. We are here to learn, you guys. That is why we are here. We are human. We have feelings. We have emotions. We have all these different, temptations in our life. We go through different experiences. Nobody rides for free here. Nobody. And don't think that you can be closed off and not experience anything, that is what's going to protect you. No, you're not. You're actually being your own worst enemy because you're not experiencing anything. I understand why, that armor got put up. I get it. It took me 40 years to find my calling, and I went through a hard lesson for like 3 years straight. And that shook me to my very core. And then God's like, this is your gift, and I gave it to you for a reason. Wake the F up. And I did. And I let go of all that pain and those wounds that were inside of me that were still bleeding. And I healed from it, and I grew from it. And voila. I mean, you can't stop living, guys. You can't. You have to live. You have to experience things. So, another thing too is like, you have to unlearn. You have to unlearn everything, all the BS that was taught to us from past generations. I'm not saying that our parents were full of BS, but if you're around the same generation as I was, our parents really weren't taught to get it, to heal from it. They were taught to bury it so deep inside that they forget about it. Okay, they don't even really know what it is because they buried it so deep. But when you bury something so deep that's a wound, it's going to start to poison you. And I don't care how strong you are, with every situation or person or whatever, that wound is going to keep on bleeding and keep on bleeding every single time until you get it up, get it out, and heal from it. You can't just throw a Band-Aid on it and expect it to go away, because that Band-Aid will get, ugh. Anyway, so yeah, you can't just put a Band-Aid on it, guys. You have to get up and get it out, okay? We have to go through life learning lessons. Because we grow from that. That is human. That's how we learn, okay? I don't know why, but that's just the way it is. If it wasn't easy, then we wouldn't learn from it, okay? That's just the way we are. That's the way we've always been. But I want to tell you guys a story, okay? When we were little, before the world got to us, before we put on all that armor, before we closed all these windows up, we intuitively taught ourselves how to walk. Okay? I mean, yeah, I'm sure that our parents showed us. Give me a second, guys. My cats are... Get the hell out of here. Get out of here. I told you they act up when I do readings all the time. But when I'm not doing readings, they're perfectly quiet and fine and calm. They're actually not my cats, they're my kids' cats. My sons. So, yeah. It's like the cat version of who they would be if they were the cats. So they're still haunting me. Okay, so anyway, when we were younger, okay, we knew words, like maybe 1 or 2, 3 words. Some people advance more faster than others, whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm talking about generalization, okay? Now, our parents might have showed us, to walk, but something inside of us, our intuition was telling us, okay, get up and walk now. It's time to walk, okay? So we would get up. Imagine us that young. We would get up and we would try to walk. Something told us inside that, hey, it's time to walk now. So we get up, we start trying to walk. And what happened? We would fall. The average human would fall. We would fall 17 times an hour, guys. 17 times an hour. Okay? We didn't stop. We didn't go run into a cave. We didn't throw armor on us or build a wall so nobody could see us. We got right back up and we tried it again, because something told us that, hey, I know you fell, but now you're a little bit more experienced, and now you know a little bit more than you did from the fall before, and you know what not to do now. So we would try again, and now look we're masters at it. We don't even think about it, we just do it. See what I'm saying? And that's our first lesson in life, and it was the most important one. Yes, we're gonna fail. Yes, we're gonna fall. You have to get right back up and try again, because with every failure, you guys, we learn something more than what we did from the beginning, and we are more experienced, and we know not what to do, we know what not to do and what to do, and we just get it, okay? And then we're gonna be masters at it. That is with every single lesson. Yes, it gets harder as we grow up, of course. That's us evolving, okay? Because we have to ascend. It's evolving because we have to raise our frequency, guys. We have to ascend. That's why death is inevitable. So keep that in mind, guys, okay? Remember, you're strong enough to do it. That's why you're here. Especially Cancers, you guys are all about determination and willpower. You guys can steer that chariot with no reins. That's how much drive and willpower and determination you guys have. So if anybody can do it, it's going to be Cancer. You guys will be the first ones to do it. Okay, so that is your destiny, guys. You gotta have growth. You have to keep going. You know, you can't just pause your life. You're still here. Okay, so the next card is going to be the Magic, and this is the King of Wands. Okay, so the Kings, love the Kings. The Kings they reflect the Emperor of the major arcana. So the Emperor is Aries, and this is like a mature man, and they guide and they inspire. Okay, so the King of Wands is charisma and loyalty. So this is the magic between you and your soulmate. So the magic would be like the imagination, the belief in something. Like I said, you have to believe in it. You know, like you have to have that third. Remember that third entity in your life, whether it be spirit or, you know, love or whatever. You have to have that third divinity in your life. So this is basically, you know, the magic of it. Okay, so if you're not in magic, then you're in doubt and you're binding. You're being held. Okay, so you're doubting it. Like, so the magic would be like, yeah, I know I have a soulmate, and I'm gonna work my ass off and learn these lessons because I deserve my soulmate. I deserve that love. Okay, or the other doubt, the opposite of the magic would be like, yeah, right, I'll believe in my soulmate when I see it. So when you're never gonna see it because you're not growing. See what I'm saying? You have to have the belief in it. Okay, that's our imagination. That's our soul. That's where that comes from. So the magic would be the King of Wands. So it would be about charisma and loyalty. So the king is a very charming man with strong charisma. He's a master at speech, loyal, and expects it in return. Okay, so on its lower polarity, which means that this is the lesson that needs to be learned here, is that you could be harsh, very severe, infidelity, and obstacles in the material world. Okay, so that would make perfect sense. And these are also action cards. So there's a lot of action, a lot of energy. These are energy too. Okay, so the magic in this would be the charisma and the loyalty. Okay, the matureness, the strong man, charming man, master at speech, very loyal, and he expects that in return. Meaning that you have boundaries and you know your worth, and that's what you expect. Okay, so that is the magic going to be the magic. A lot of energy with you guys, a lot of charisma with you guys, a lot of loyalty. If you get to that frequency with them. Okay. All right, so the last one is going to be the fate of the you and your soulmate. Okay, so this represents like seeing to believe or believing to see. Okay, so seeing to believe is like I just said, you know, I know my soulmate is out there, and I'm going to grow and get better and get on that frequency so I can be with them. The believing to seeing is like, yeah, I'll believe it when she's standing in front of me. See what I'm saying? And it's never going to happen. So there is a difference, okay? So this is the Queen of Pentacles. Love the Queens. So the Queens, I didn't go over this. So the Wands are fire signs. This would be Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And then Pentacles would represent Earth signs, which would be Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. And this represents our material, physical world, okay? So just like the other ones, the Queens are good at one thing. Or not good at one thing, but they're... Stop! Can you grab one of them, please? Because they keep fighting and they're disrupting my reading. Sorry, guys. I told you the cats act up right now. I don't know why. Well, I do know why, but God, they never give me a break. So the Queens are very, they're a certain aspect about them, and they're very direct, and that's what I love about them. Okay, so this is Earth signs. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So the Queen of Pentacles would be mature, grounded, a businesswoman, social status, social butterfly. She's generous and she's very loyal. So that also kind of seems like it also seems like that would be the match, right, guys? Because look at, you have the Queen of Cups, King of Wands. Nice. So somebody who's not like seeing to believe and they're actually believing is seeing would be somebody who's immature, not grounded. Not some like a businesswoman at all. Don't have no social status because she's in a cave. She's not a social butterfly. She has no friends. She's not generous and she's not loyal. She's cold, like that. See, it's a big difference, guys. So yeah, those are the lessons that you and your soulmate need to go through in this world, in this life, to actually be able to be on that same frequency together, to find each other and live happily ever after. You know that saying, right? Okay, so now this is the fun part, guys. This is where we're actually going to reveal the energies of your soulmate. Now, keep in mind, Cancer, you are not the only Cancer that's watching this. There are a lot of Cancers, and like I said, it's impossible for you guys to have the same exact soulmate. That would just be weird. So what I'm going to actually do is pull a couple of cards. So we're going to have a couple of energies. Whatever one resonates with you, take it. If it doesn't, don't make it make sense, okay? Make sure to cross-watch any other people in your life who either you have a crush on, or an ex, or a future whatever, or if there's anybody like you want to know, like, hey, is my friend with their soulmate right now? So yeah, see if they have your energy in their reading, and then if you want definite answers, hit that button for a personal reading, and I'd be more than happy. Hierophant, Taurus, guys. Strength, Leo. Thank you, spirits, guides, angels. Can we have one or two more cards to clarify Cancer's soulmate energy? Yeah, and then don't forget to cross-watch, guys. And then hit like and subscribe. You'll be directing your energy right to me with frequency. Energy is frequency, guys. That's all this is. Very simple. The universe is very mystical and magical, and there's a purpose for everything, guys. The Justice card, that is Libra. Let's see if they want us to do one more. Thank you, spirits, guys, angels. Can we maybe get one more? Whoa, whoa, whoa. They just threw out a whole bunch. Okay, maybe not. Actually, one card fell, so we'll take that one card. This is the Magician, okay? The Magician is Mercury, okay? So Mercury is ruled by Virgo and Gemini. So there is your soulmate reading, Cancer. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to cross-watch the other signs to see if your soulmate has your energy. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Love